Bring it over here. Actually kind of pull them up a little bit. Okay, next one, have them hold onto your wrist like this. I'm going to grab the opposite leg. I'm not going to put a lot of pressure on the stomach. Just rock it like that, then back and forth. You can also do the same side too, whatever they prefer. Okay, next one, more of the pec area. In cup right here. Just rock it back and forth. Or you can incorporate both arms like this. Just rock. You can kind of lean your body weight too, back and forth. You can also have them interlock the wrist. You can actually kind of rock them back and forth. But interlocking the wrist gets less pressure on the wrist region, okay? But just make sure you don't abruptly drop them at all. Make sure you just kind of slowly bring them back then, okay? And then you can also stand up. Actually just do a little stretching. You can just go in different angles. You bring it over here. Actually kind of pull them up a little bit. Okay, next one, have them hold onto your wrist like this. I'm going to grab the opposite leg. I'm not going to put a lot of pressure on the stomach. Just rock it like that, then back and forth. You can also do the same side too, whatever they prefer. Okay, next one, more of the pec area. In cup right here. Just rock it back and forth. Or you can incorporate both arms like this. Just rock. You can kind of lean your body weight too, back and forth. You can also have them interlock the wrist. You can actually kind of rock them back and forth. But interlocking the wrist gets less pressure on the wrist region, okay? But just make sure you don't abruptly drop them at all. Make sure you just kind of slowly bring them back then, okay? Okay, so for the face, just like with some shiatsu stuff, you kind of compress. You also compress with your palm. You can put your fingers underneath, stomach's a little ridge. Kind of give them rock too. You can kind of rock the head a little bit too. Remember not to do it really fast with the rocking, more likely for them to get a little bit dizzy. You also place your hands underneath here, flex the neck a little bit. You kind of go to the side. Okay. So some other ones for the arm region if you need to. Just place it up here. You just work your arm. Just work the way down. Or you can actually place their palm like this. So you just kind of rotate like this then. Okay, next one. this looks more dangerous than it actually is. You just place your palm on here and kind of rock it this way. Just make sure you have both your hands. So as you see the palm face down, okay, and kind of rock it. You can also kind of do a little twist. Or you can go the other direction, twist. You can kind of shake it out too. And what works too with the palm, you can actually use your knuckle right there, or you can actually put your knee right on their palm too, okay? You can actually use your knee a little bit. So again, you can use your knees, your feet, and all these areas too. Remember your knee on the arm too. You can also just use a little bit of your feet, okay? So Shiatsu and Thai massage, they both use their feet some, and their knees. Just compress. But as you see, I'm kind of cupping the median nerve area. So I'm not compressing, and I'm not staying in one area for too long. So just walk. You can also, with the rest of the body, you can actually kind of walk, but just make sure you're balanced. Some people actually hold on to a chair if they don't have good balance for these kind of techniques. And sometimes they'll actually have kind of rafters you can actually hold on to, so you're less likely to fall too that way. But there's a style of shiatsu that's specific just with the feet. It's called Barefoot Shiatsu. But it's usually done on a low table, and then you actually have beams that you have to hold on to, but all you're doing is massaging with their feet the whole time. Yeah. You know, make sure you kind of rock with your own body too. Rock into the techniques as much as you can. Okay, then you can also both sides, okay? Hip, shoulder. Okay, next one you can grab the hip, actually just kind of give them a little pull. Okay, next one. This is, you have to brace yourself pretty good for this. Put them like this, and put your elbow right here, go underneath the low back. Just kind of lift up a little bit, okay? But just make sure you're lifting with your legs, like this. Okay. So that incorporates some of the anterior part. Now what we're going to do is have her go in the prone position, face down. So if you flip over, please.